The Tarquins fled to Lars Persino, the Etruscan king. They were forming a plan to exile everyone outside of their race. Then Persino went to Rome with an army. The republics of Clusium and Persino were very strong. When the enemies showed up, they went to each side of the city. Some were at walls. Others were blocking the Tiber River. There was a bridge that would have let the enemies pass if it had not been for Horatius Cocles. Luckily, he was stationed at the bridge when Janiculum was attacked. If the enemies were able to cross the bridge, they would have more power and a tactical advantage. Horatius Cocles then warned that they must break down the bridge to ruin the enemy's attack. Cocles had Larsius and Herminius stay with him to help him. After the bridge was partly abandoned, Cocles told them to go into a safe place. Cocles, glaring at the Etruscan chief, provoked them. The servants of the king then came to attack. They delayed for a while until they collectively decided to begin battle. They threw spears at the enemy, but they all hit the shield. But Cocles kept fighting and defending the bridge. They were trying to beat him, but the bridge was beginning to break, and with that, Cocles was able to keep fighting.
Father Tiber, receive me and my weapons into this glorious river.
Cocles then leapt into the Tiber and escaped unscathed to his people. His people were pleased with his bravery. However much ground he can plow in a day was given to him. Since the first attack had failed, Persino began to siege the city. Persino made a camp at the bank of the Tiber. They blocked the Tiber River with ships to surround the area to prevent the passage of supplies. They also sent soldiers to pillage the village. He then scared the people by pushing his cattle into the city. The successful embargo lifted Persino's spirits, as it seemed he would capture the city. Mucius feared that his plan might fail, and he did not have permission from the consuls to go into the Senate.
Fathers, I want to cross the Tiber and reach the camps of the enemy. With the gods' help, this will be very good.
Do it.
So he left with his sword hidden in his clothes. He stopped in a busy area near the king. However, there was a problem. Persino's secretary and Persino had identical clothing, so they looked the same. So Mucius, not knowing which one was Persino, killed the secretary instead of the king by mistake. He then went through the crowd with a bloody sword, and with the uproar of the crowd, he was captured. The king Persino was very angry and was about to order to have him burned.
You do not seem to care if you live or die in war.
He then threw Mucius's right hand into a fire. Once his hand had been thoroughly burned, he ordered his hand to be removed from the
You
fire.
must leave now. You have done horrible deeds against us and made an enemy out of yourself. I honor your courage, and by the laws of war I send you away free and
Intact. Persino was moved by him, so he signed a peace treaty with the Romans.